Hello and welcome to AMS2 Hot Lap Shootouts, and today we are looking at entry-level motorsport with Caterham versus Caterham, with the Academy car against the Supersport. On paper, these two cars are incredibly similar. They weigh roughly the same, they have the same base engine, and they have the same base engine outputs. Primary differences here is a stiffer, lower suspension setup on the Supersport and a limited slip differential, versus a higher and softer, more road-going setup on the Academy car, which also includes headlights and a windscreen. Obviously, with these both being lightweight and low-powered sports cars, there are similarities in the way they drive. However, the key differences being the softer suspension of the Academy car makes it much more forgiving and easier to control. Things seem to happen a little bit more slowly, whereas the Supersport is quite twitchy and nervous, especially over lumps and bumps. In terms of straight line performance, apart from the drag created from the windscreen on the Academy car, there's very little to separate them, as you can tell as we approach Hawthorns. Coming along Minter Straight, we're approaching the faster, more undulating section of the circuit, where I'm expecting the Supersport's slightly harder setup to come a little bit more into its own. Down through Westfield into Dingledale, the Supersport does start to feel a little bit different in these higher speed corners, being able to take a little bit more of the curve and having more control over where the car's going to go. That stiffer suspension allowing for that slightly later braking, that little bit more confidence on the front end during turning there through Stirling. Still looks very close as we head down Clearways towards Clark Curve. Has the Academy car done enough to try and catch back up on that deficit it had through Sector 2? This looks remarkably tight. Come on Academy car! No! The Supersport has got it by 7/100ths of a second. So as already mentioned, both these cars are very similar. For me, I have a preference for the Academy car. That slightly more forgiving nature, the lights and the windscreen means the weather, the time of day make no difference at all to using this car. But they are both great fun to drive, and if you haven't yet driven a Caterham, I would thoroughly recommend